the California Golden Bears. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So SMU's offense will have the football first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Got it in the middle, it's French. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job. Defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Scores on the sneak.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Golden Bears offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Give to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll try to run it in. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Mustangs want to move quickly. They send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Using his legs, it's Cooper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Off play action. Under fire. That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 43. Brings up third down.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got it in the middle. It's Hodges. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. On target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Mustangs are on the move. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU. Great job by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game. Out
of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working that left side now. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Powers through the defender. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Quick release on the RPO. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Hodges. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on his screenplay. How does that happen?
Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Punts it out of the air. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding that.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds the tight end.
The second down pass complete to the tight end. No gain on the play. It's third down.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 30. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move, it's Cooper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooper. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Mustangs have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got
going over the top, grabs it inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. They want to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Mustangs will punt this one away.
Number 18 on to punt it away.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got his man downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Grady. Breaks into the open. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Golden Bear! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head. He's a
Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Find some fresh air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The give to the tailback. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? It's good.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting up a 3-spot in the kickoff unit, set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cooper. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Right on the money. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Pushes ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Going to sling it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll try the run. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. Quick spin on the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown SMU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Snagged out of the air. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. This time it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Brings up third down.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play. And the Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are.